Hi, this is Don McAllister, and welcome to another Screencasts Online weekly tip video. This week I'm taking a look at a Mac application that's been around for ages, but really not that many people know about it. The application is called Stickies. Now, Stickies allows you to place coloured notes on your Mac desktop. If I go ahead and open Stickies for the first time, we have two notes here. We've got a blue note and a yellow note. You can change the colour of the notes, you can resize them. You'll see as well that you can actually customize your notes, so you can format the text using different fonts and font sizes, emphasize your text. You can even include graphics as well. If you want to tidy up your notes, you can double tap on the header and the body of the notes will disappear. You can also rearrange your notes. So if I open this one, say down here, and have this one here, if I actually close Stickies and then restart it, the notes retain their position on screen. Now, if I open a Finder window, so if I do a Command N, you'll see that these notes actually hover above. They are floating panels so that they obliterate whatever is behind. Now, you can change that behavior with this yellow note selected. If I go to Note and switch it off as a floating window, now go across to the Finder, you'll see the note is pushed to the back, whereas this note is still a floating panel and takes precedence. Let me go back and change this one. And we'll say have it as a translucent window. So now you can see through the note. It's not that translucent, to be honest, but you can see through the note. You can see the Finder window behind it. Let me go back and change that though to a non-translucent window. I much prefer that. To create a new note, just say File, New Note, or Command N, and then I've got an option here to put information in. For instance, I tend to have a sticky note with some keyboard shortcuts that I'm learning, so that if you do have a problem trying to remember keyboard shortcuts, paste them into a sticky note and then leave it on the desk as a floating window, and you'll always have access to it. If I just go across to my Notes application, so here are some that I regularly use but can't quite get into my brain. So if I copy those, we'll pop that down out of the way, go into my note, and then edit this to say keyboard shortcuts, and perhaps have this as bold. Command B for bold. Now I've got an easy reference pane to my common keyboard shortcuts that's always available to me. If you want to change the color of your notes, you can go to color. So this one is currently yellow. Let's change it to blue. Well, we already have a blue one. Let's go ahead, change it to pink, say. Now it is possible to arrange your notes. If we go up to Window, Arrange by, so you can arrange by color, by content, by date, by location on screen. Let's go with location on screen. So if I do that, we have the blue, yellow, and the red. Now you can click on an individual note. If I double click on the header bar, it will expand. Double click again, or you can use Command M to zoom it as well. So if I zoom that one, let's move that out of the way. If I zoom this one, Command M, I can move that, and then I can actually zoom this one as well. Command M. Now you have to bear in mind that these are a collection of notes. You don't manage them individually. If I was to close a note, say this one here, if I want to close it, Command W, it will warn you. If you don't save this note, its contents will be lost. So you can't close an individual note. You have to actually close really means delete. You can save though. If I click on save, it will allow you to save the contents of the note as either plain text, as rich text format, or as rich text format with attachments if you have any images in there. But I'll go ahead and say cancel. I'll just go ahead and delete this one because I don't really need it anymore. So Command W, and we'll say don't save. So that blue note has now disappeared. If you want to learn more about using your Apple devices, there are over 700 full video tutorials available to Screencast Online members, covering all aspects of the Mac, iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and even the Apple TV. Now, all full members receive a new Apple-related video tutorial each and every week, as well as a free subscription to the Screencast Online monthly magazine, packed with videos and articles on getting the most out of your Apple devices. Now, you can get your free 14-day trial membership over at ScreenCastsOnline.com, or check out some of the free content over on the SCO Showcase app on the iPad, iPhone, and Apple TV. That's it for this week. I'll be back next week with another tip, so I'll speak to you then.